today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's the NFC Championship game. It's the New York Giants taking on the Detroit Lions.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. These teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll set up to throw, and that is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him, and I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions have struck first in this NFC title game. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Dobbs is throwing. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Throwing here, Dobbs. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Dobbs. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Right back to Tracy. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to throw Dobbs. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. And from the 1-yard line, they didn't try and reinvent the wheel, do anything cute. They just gave it to the big back.
You almost get the sense that if you can't get it in from the 1-yard line with your big guy carrying the football, you'll question yourself the rest of the day. They got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Back to throw again. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1 now from the 21. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Dobbs to throw. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Tracy trying the right side. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Here's 2nd and 10. Dobbs. Here's Johnson with a reception. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. Running left is Tracy. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Able to shake him off. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Now Dobbs. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Malik Neighbors in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Tennessee Titans who are heading to the Super Bowl for just the second time ever as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On the give, it's Tracy. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dobbs looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 4. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? as we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
They run a draw here on second down, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now a toss here, short side. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1 yard pickup there on second. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The New York set to take the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Right back to him on first down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll go again with Tracy. And he's got it down to the 28. 2nd down and 6 now. And now an audible here into something else. Second down, here's Tracy. Down right around the 25. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Third down, here's Tracy. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. On the ground, here comes Tracy. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. On 4th down, Dobbs, the quick slant caught. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. It's the fullback. His second touchdown of the night. And the Giants are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after here coming up. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive. Drive 12 yards. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here is 3rd and 5. Now Dobbs. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
He'll get this complete to Collins. Here's 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's third down. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Here's second down. He'll look to throw. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. They need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. The Giants are the champions of the NFC. As we say, thanks for watching and good night. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.